What is up, everyone? Girl JJ, and we're watching I Forge a Gun Blade. So let's get on with the video.
How you going? I am bloody sick of the police coming round to my house because apparently I've made something that slightly resembles a gun on this channel, and it's stressing me out. So I've told myself I'm never making one again unless someone gives me a lot of money.
What?
This video is brought to you by Honkai Star Rail, where they're paying me to make Fei Xiao's gunblade.
Oh wow! For real? That's actually
Now
cool.
take a look at this bloody sword. It's ridiculous. The blue, the crazy bevels, these
that looks
spikes,
cool.
the sword shoved down the barrel of a gun, but I have no idea how to make it. So
Yo! Chat, hold up. I'm sorry, hold up. How you guys go living with that? Your fingers cut that deep? How many y'all actually do this? I'm sorry. I just. Y'all's really out here living with your fingers that cut deep. Oh my goodness, sheesh.
the sword shoved down the barrel of a gun, but I have no idea how to make it. So I'm going to try and make it easy for myself and split the sword into 3 parts. The blade and then the gun handle thing, which will be 2 pieces that wrap around the blade. But unfortunately, it's not going to be a real gun. As if Fei Xiao had that blade in Australia, they would get locked up for the rest of their life and also get a Daily Mail article written about them. And I'm going to start with the sword and stick everything on later. And if
I mean, how exactly do you change how you grow your fingernails? How do you change how your fingernails grow? What do you mean how your fingernails grow? I mean, do you guys not have any, like, the white stuff on top of your nails? You guys don't have any of that? What? I don't think it's called the cuticle. The access nail. I feel like some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, he doesn't have any access nail. I think he, like... That's just how they grow. For real? I don't know.
I was a real Japanese sword master guy, I would spend months hand making a perfect steel billet with a soft core for strength and a hard outer edge of high carbon steel for hardness, which I would then meticulously shape.
These are deadly, by the way. I saw someone basically almost cut out their fingers from that.
They thought, hey, let's hand.
Oof.
And I have 2 options. The first and my favorite is roids, and the other is being lame and using 2 hands to pick it up. So I could just leave the bottom part unsharpened so I can put my other hand down there. Or I could do both. And I don't know what kind of juice the characters from Honkai Star Rail are on, but no normal human can pick this up with 1 hand. But I'll deal with that later. And now to clean it all up. And another problem with making the sword is the edges. It's like Honkai were trying to make it hard for specifically me to make. Like, what is this? What is that? What is this thing? And most importantly, what is that? How am I meant to make this? But it does look pretty cool. And it's pretty scary grinding in between the sharp spikes, as I feel like I'm going to catch the disc and it's going to explode. It also feels a little bit unethical, as I'm sure the metals felt safe back there.
Yeah.
But I got it. Then I spent another 2 hours filing in every direction possible. Okay, now I have to deal with my hole. And Fei Xiao has a fairly small hole, and it comes to here on the gun, but I'm going to make their hole bigger to save some weight. And I've got a couple of options for the hole. The easiest would just be sticking a picture of the background on the front, as that involves minimal tool use. But I'm going to try just drilling a million holes and connecting them and milling it all down, which took a lot longer than just milling the whole thing out. But in the process of milling, I must have struck a 2-for-1 deal on blades, and I got this sick bread cutter.
Bruh.
Oh, she works really well. Okay, now I need to start work on the bevel. And to pretend I'm actually a blacksmith and make this video longer, I'm going to make the bevel on the anvil, which means I need a forge. And I have one, but it's not going to fit the sword. So I need to make another. So first I drilled holes in this pipe until I had enough to make the world's largest Peruvian flute.
That would be cool if you actually knew how to play that. Why are they shirtless? Thank you. Well, a lot of effort into getting my designs and stuff.
Then I got some bricks from the nearest construction site. And I'm going to use charcoal, as that gets real hot and will also fly everywhere and burn me. Now to be safe, I started with a test piece, as I have no idea if I can even make bevels.
Oh.
And I'm going to try to compress the end without spreading it out too much, as a random bloke on the internet told me that's bad to do. But after doing some hitting for a couple of minutes, this is all I had done, which would take way too long. So I'm taking the sword back to grinder. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing with the bevels, but I know that I just wanted to come down from this line on both sides and meet in the middle. So I kind of just started grinding.
Oh, okay, chat. Is there... Would any of you guys attempt this, or are you guys too scared to attempt this stuff? I am too scared to attempt this. I would not, especially around the people I am, where I am not going to be in a good environment for pressure or silence where I can be concentrating, because they would. I feel like you need a lot of concentration for this, where people will not. I want to do metalworking. Okay, I feel like you need to be in an environment that is very quiet or lets you keep focus, right? And I am not in that type of environment. Like, I cannot be distracted, and my place has plenty of distractions. So, like, doing this is very dangerous for me.
It took me a while to figure out how to even do this. At first I was kind of randomly running it along, but then I discovered if I get my head really close to the grinding belt, you can see where it's contacting the blade. Then I realized I could set the rest angle I want and press the blade up from there. Which sounds easy, but the blade weighs around 10 kilos or 20 pounds. And after almost a full day of carefully grinding these bevels with minimal screw-ups,
Dang potato.
I'm pretty happy with it, and even managed to get the same bevel points that Fei Xiao's sword has. Now, before I harden the blade in the forge, I'm going to tell you more about the sponsor of this video, Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail is a space fantasy RPG from HoloLive, the makers of Genshin, the hardening. And hardening is when you get the metal rod hot and aroused, and then you quickly dunk it in a liquid to cool it down, locking it in the hardened state. Now, there are fancy tools called Lieb hardness something, which press down onto the metal to see if it's quenched to an acceptable hardness. But an easy way to do it at home is with the bite test. And depending on how many teeth you break, that is usually a certain hardness, which also depends on calcium intake and your gum health. For example, with this piece of hardened steel, I broke 3 teeth, so I'm at a Rockwell hardness level of 86, which is good enough for a sword like this. So I put it in.
Wait, were
and
they
cranked
real
up the
teeth
blower.
or fake teeth?
And within 5 minutes, it got
Low-key,
red
hold
hot,
up, that's
so I was
crazy.
ready for the quench.
Wait, low-key, like, committing to the bit is crazy, but, like, I'm guessing those are fake teeth because, like, dang, that would be crazy to do just for a video. Just, like, break your teeth is diabolical. Like, hey, yo, but, like, they didn't look like real teeth either. So, ooh, that's diabolical to do that, though, for a video. Sheesh! I was just thinking about that, just breaking your teeth just to break your teeth for a video. But I was just like, sheesh. I don't know. So dangerous.
And I'm not happy, as the blade bent.
Oh.
Then when I tried applying a little bit of pressure to straighten it out...
Wait, is that f***ing cracked?
it snapped. And a week's worth of blood, sweat, and hiring stripper cops were all wasted.
Dang. That just occurred.
Tell me where it hurts, man.
So I took Facial's sword to Corin, who has the biggest shed in Bowral. And then Corin recommended we take it to his mate's place, Keith Flutter, master bladesmith, who also has a great shed.
Woman.
You did quite a nice job on the grinds, really.
Yeah, pretty
Well, I mean, yeah, and then I f***ed it all up by jumping in my pool with it.
Oh, you jumped
Jumping
in
with
with
it?
it?
I keep telling you more and more, yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, that's okay. Were you in the nude?
I wasn't in the mood.
Oh, okay.
I did consider it.
Do you have your apron?
And they told me I did 4 things wrong. Firstly, I heated up the blade lying down, which causes it to warp. And then I heated it up to red in sunlight, which meant the blade was actually way hotter than it should have been. And the grain structure in the metal got real weird and sandy. Thirdly, I shouldn't have quenched it in the pool, as the chemicals and salt ruined the blade, which might have been the reason for all the cracks. And lastly, I burnt my trees above the forge. I don't know how they knew that, but they are right. And with those 5 things in mind, they thought the blade would be impossible to fix, as we couldn't even weld it as the grain structure was real bad.
We better off just profiling a new one, Keith.
I think.
So we decided to knock out a new one in record time.
That doesn't look dangerous, that deflated.
Then, once we had made the shape, it was time for Master Keith to put the bevels on it.
Come on, hurry up, Keith. Just slap some bevels on it. They can't be any worse than his work. Shut the fuck up.
Then it was time to do the heat quench the right way in a proper forge with a proper tank.
It's no swimming pool, though. I'll tell you that.
It's not as
It doesn't fit?
But it wouldn't fit, so Corin and Keith decided to heat it up with Oxy. And in 2 hours together, we made a blade that took me a week to make. And these blokes saved my blade and the video. And Keith Flutter also does knife making courses, so you can come along and make a blade with
that
him
looks
just
pretty.
like
I know
me.
potato would
And while
like
I was
that.
there, I was chatting to Corin about Facial's blue sword and how I could do that. And he told me he has the perfect thing, a laser, which he uses to put amazing coloured engravings on custom tools that he makes, like this center punch or this hammer, which magically straightens metal. And I don't know how this hammer works, and I don't want to know. And you probably think I could just do the colouring with the laser on the one I have at home, but no, I can't. So we set up at Corin's and started to work out the design. And because of the length of the sword, we won't be able to do it in one go, and we need to break it into bits. So we put the first part in and lap all the creamy bits. It was done. This giant, beautiful...
Okay, Reese. Okay, just because you're Canadian, you're laughing. Shut up.
Ready? Yeah. 3. What do I want to hit? There. 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Dang.
Good sword!
You stabbed my back.
Oh, sorry,
my leg
sorry.
with your sword.
That's a clean cut. Perfect.
Yeah,
So now it's
that
your
would be
turn
nice.
to cut the fish.
I'll see.
Let me get your fish.
Really?
Well, I have to look
Take a look at your fish.
What do you even find? I won't even... Is that a sardine?
You love sardines.
I do love sardines.
Do not throw the sword at me, please. Whenever you're ready. You!
Oh! Slice of it up!
You
Okay.
samurai!
Okay, I was not expecting that to work.
That was beautiful. I was not expecting it to work either. That's why I gave you a stupid small fish.
All right, next we have the hardness test with this rack of sweet baby Ray's ribs.
Yeah, that felt good.
Whoa!
Let's see.
Wait, I don't understand. How did it go up and then up?
I smell like beer now. This is great.
Wait, how does that make any sense? That's actually
my.
impossible what you did just did.
I don't know what that is.
Why'd they use beer and not like regular?
Oh!
Oh my
I got
goodness.
beer in my eye. Wait, what
Yeah,
even
because y'all was using
happened?
beer.
Who do you think won that? Yours were definitely cleaner.
Yeah, my thing stayed pretty much in the same position.
Yeah.
But is that, I don't even, we didn't really set the parameters for the test before we did it. We just
No.
wanted to hit the bottle.
You know what? Do you want to just call it a draw?
Sure.
It's a real sword.
It's a good sword.
It's a good sword.
Thank you to Honkai Star Rail for sponsoring this video and allowing me to make this sword.
Well, that was the sword video. Y'all hear a very healthy mix of metrics and freedom units. So, so yeah, that was the video. This one wasn't as rage baiting as the other one. Besides just demolishing the beers, but I mean, I guess that's sword sports for ya. But yeah, what y'all think of that video? I think it was pretty darn. That's some more team of what that guy. This was the same guy. This was the same guy. This could not be. It had a different name. This had a completely different name. Are you sure this was the same person? I'm pretty sure this was a different person. I've been cooking. No, Niles and I did a thing. Yeah, okay. This is completely different people. So yeah, I mean, this was a cool video. I definitely could not. Mortain. Okay, I could not do the whole heating and stuff like that, but I think it's cool. I think it was a pretty cool concept. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thinking Reese got a laugh about the whole Americans don't know that it's a 2 days. 48 hours is 2 days. So Reese was hootering and hottling. So yeah, but with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and y'all have a good one. With that being said, salve. So I go to church in 3 hours. So we still got 3 hours before I decide what I plan on doing next. Definitely trying to stack up on the videos since we're on videos right now. Uno más. This. Hold up. Delulu, you gonna say something to us? You keep giving us hearts. You gonna say something to us? Hi, Dalzay. I'm sleeping. Why are you lying? I'm sleeping. I know darn well you in singing other people's chats. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. Your cat is watching with you? That's what's up. Oh, okay. This looks unhinged. Okay. Hi, Jessica. Hey, guys. Yeah, we're kind of checking some videos out. So What the turd is this? Everyone, as you can see, my chat is already unhinged with what they're sending me. So, what the turd is this thumbnail? Okay, with that being said, let's go watch this video.
How you going? I'm pretty fed up with women complaining about childbirth. It
Bruh.
hurts my vagina. I
What?
need to pee. It takes too long. But maybe they have all these problems as they don't have the right tools, the ones men use. It's about time they let men tell them what to do with their bodies.
Catnip is diabolical.
And luckily, one man did. This guy, Mr. Blonsky, who invented a spinning machine to shoot babies out of women at Mach 5. So today I'm going to build it and see if this guy was onto something or if he was just smoking a lot of crack. Now,
What?
the main thing you
What
need to
did I
know about
just
the
say?
inventor of this machine was that he was Russian, which explains a lot. And his design of this machine is the same as multiple other machines made by men for women, the dryer and washing machine.
Okay.
It's just a platform with a center axle that spins. And because of a force called centrifugal force, the baby flies out into a net. And according to his plans, the baby flies out at around 10 Gs of force, meaning if a baby normally weighs between 4 to 10 kilos at birth, it will weigh 10 times that on this spinning machine, so 40 to 100 kilos, which is a similar weight to most American newborns. But I have a couple of concerns with this machine. Can a baby withstand that much force? Will the mother just bleed out from that much spinning? And then the biggest problem, can I even show this on YouTube without getting demonetized? So I've got my plans, but before I make it, I want to talk to someone that knows a little bit more about delivering babies. A real-life woman doctor, Dr. Drakakis.
Oh my goodness, it's
What
a
do you
woman.
think of this baby spinning device?
What the
One
fuck?
of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Oh my goodness, because we all know apparently women don't exist in the internet. Yep, we all know that JJ apparently is not a woman, because all y'all be like, it's AI. Oh my goodness, are you a woman? I was like, apparently not. Well, what can I do? What can I do? What can JJ do?
I fail
What am I
to
watching?
believe either the pregnant person or the baby survives this experiment at all. Look, worst case scenario, we're talking like baby decapitated, pregnant person pelvis broken. I would expect they wouldn't get away without some kind of brain injury. A baby doesn't just come out on like one
Oh, you can
vector.
see on the
It
green
actually
app, I
has to
guess.
kind of come down the birth canal and then do some maneuvers with the baby's head. But I think your best case scenario is a baby with a brain injury and a woman with like a severe pelvic floor injury.
I'm hearing what you're saying, but maybe it would be worth it because it's, you know, time saved. So it's like it's a little bit of the trade-off for, you know, a big reward of like
Trying to turn off
10
the
minutes
stream.
of birth compared
Dang,
to 2
that's
days of birth.
diabolical.
Kind of have a solution already for that. Have you heard of cesarean section?
Yes. That's not as
Yeah.
exciting as this though, is it? And I'm glad Dr. Drakakis agrees this is going to work. So it's time to build the platform. And I have this gyrocopter trailer which came with the gyrocopter I bought for a future video. But that almost killed me and now I'm not using it. So I'm going to cut it up and then moving the gyro will be a problem for future Alex. A much richer and smarter Alex. Hopefully much smarter. And I'm looking at this trailer and I can see the spinning platform in it right here. So I'm going to cut it out using my new favorite cutting edge tool, fire. And this bottle has LPG and this bottle has oxycodone. It's oxy LPG, which makes a really hot flame. And it's similar to oxyacetylene, but meant to be cheaper and easier to use, just like me. And just to be safe while using it, I got these things called flashback arresters, which are meant to prevent explosions and save me, so I just kept them in my pocket. And this is meant to be quicker than using a grinder. It isn't, but it's definitely a lot more fun. You just point and click and everything just melts away. And I kind of got carried away using it to cut everything. Metal with plastic, rusted bolts, the axle, this rusted door so I can finally get into my shed. Literally anything I want. It is very hot though. Okay, now that I've cut the platform out, I'm feeling it's way too heavy and also unequal in weight, which is not going to be good when I spin it. I'm also feeling like I knew that already and I destroyed the trailer for no reason, but at least the axle is useful. So I'm just going to build another platform. And I actually want this platform as wide as possible. As the spinning forces get stronger, the further away from the axle they are, as the edge is going faster than the center. It also means that the wider I make it, the less RPMs I need to achieve my desired G-force. And the scientists watching will tell you that this force called centrifugal force doesn't exist, but I don't believe that, as firstly I have it in the video title, and secondly, if it doesn't exist, how else would you explain this?
Why?
I'm waiting to hear a response, NASA. Alright, I'm going to use this tyre hub to firstly attach the platform to the trailer axle, and also it's how I'm going to spin the platform, by just wrapping rope around it. I'm essentially just doing what Russian kids do on a merry-go-round on a daily basis. I haven't worked out how I'm going to pull the rope out yet. I think I'm either going to use a rubber belt attached to a go-kart motor, or just use my car. And this hub doesn't fit, so once again I just used fire to make it bigger. And the reason I'm not using the original tyre that fits on this axle is that I'm pretty sure it's made out of unweldable material, as it didn't make sparks when I hit it with my grinder, unlike this wheel. But it probably wouldn't have made a difference anyway, as my welds are absolutely horrible. So to make sure it doesn't fly away, I also welded up these clamps to hold the platform on. And I've kind of spent the whole day just making a giant spinning TV antenna, which also made my reception quite strange.
Your cat? I can't tell you.
Alright, now I need to find the perfect spot to put the trailer axle on the ground, which sounds easy. But this is what the ground on my property looks like here. The top layer is usually light dirt mixed in with beer cans and condoms. Then it's just rock and clay, like really hard rock. Like so hard and annoying that it makes you do that Looney Tunes thing whenever you hit it. But I somehow convinced my mate it would be fun to spend 6 hours digging a hole.
Peak content, chat. Peak content. Is this back?
Which we then poured 3 bags of cement into.
Does that go in reverse?
You said half a bag,
Half a
yeah?
bag, right?
Yeah, half a bag.
And after not waiting long enough for the concrete to dry, I gave it a test spin.
Feels hard enough.
And that's insanely quick for just a hand pull. I'm almost at my desired RPM for 10 Gs, which is only 80
This is diabolical. I'm not gonna lie. I just look sick. I feel sick looking at this.
RPM with a platform this wide. So this is going to go really hard when I spin it up properly. But I did notice the platform was a little wobbly, so I added this stuff called wood to stabilize it. And long-term subscribers will recognize this wood from some of my most famous constructions, like Jesus' cross, Noah's Ark, and the cabin I burned down. Alright, now I need the mannequin for the birthing machine, but I need a special kind. One with a vagina. And the best option is a birthing mannequin, which has a vagina, but also has a cavity so the baby can sit inside and then will come out with similar forces to real childbirth. So they are very, very expensive. So I asked you guys on Instagram if anyone had some they were throwing away. And to my surprise, this guy replied. And he said he worked at a hospital and had 3 they were throwing away. And he could send them to my house free of charge. All he needed was my address. Sounds too good to be true, right? It was. And after 3 weeks of waiting, I received a box too small to have a mannequin inside. Smells like poo. It's poo.
I got to go.
And I was angry, so the only thing I could think of doing in response was doing a shit on top of his shit and sending it back to him. Nice. More poo. And this has been an ongoing correspondence with this man for like a month now, and I kind of just have a weird shit-sending pen pal. But this means I need to buy a birthing mannequin, so I got the cheapest one I could find, which was still like $1,000. But fortunately for me, the mannequin I ordered comes with a baby and really realistic bits. But unfortunately for you, YouTube won't let me show you. So just use your imagination or ask your mum for a realistic example. So now I need to make the net. I have this prawning net, but from my experience, it isn't the best at catching people's babies. So I'm just going to use this specially designed child abduction net from Amazon, the same one from Epstein's Amazon purchase history. Alright, I'm finished, except that I covered the wheel hub attachment points with wood.
How did I not realise how fucking annoying this would be?
And now I'm ready for the first test spin, and I'm just going to use my car, as I decided it's probably not smart to be close to this 3-meter spinning platform if I am using a go-kart motor. But before I do the spin, I want to tell you about the sponsor of the video, Odoo. Odoo is an all-in-one management software that provides entrepreneurs like Leslie with your account your business needs. And remember, your first Odoo app is free for life. So go check out the link in my description to get started with Odoo today. Okay, whenever you want to go, start driving slowly. Good to go. Yeah, that was flying fast. Actually, it was flying so fast that the baby net already has broken. And the car was only traveling at a max speed of 9 kilometers an hour, which is like 4 miles, and was already spinning at 60 RPM, which is around 6 Gs of force, very close to the required force to pull out a baby, which is great because I plan to go a lot faster than that. But first I'm going to attach the mannequin, and I don't know much about birthing positions, so I'm just going to do the classic spread eagle. And I also suck at tying knots, as I never paid attention during year 8 bondage classes, so I just used tie down straps and the Roman technique. Then I put G-force stickers on the baby and the mother. And this 50G one will be on the counterweight. And if any of these stickers trip, the baby probably didn't survive. So I loaded up the baby, including umbilical cord and uterus. And then did my first proper test with my neighbor Sean, who was very sad he had his kids delivered the old-fashioned way.
And I thought I was being cheeky, and I unlocked the back of the paddy wagon and let him out.
Definitely not these type of videos.
Whenever you want to go, Sean.
I could put this on the green side. I can't post this on purple.
It snapped straight away. Stop. Yep, I'm all
Because you know
good
how strict
you
they
wanna
are
go.
over on purple. And then, I mean, I technically can put this on red.
Yeah, going well. Keep
I
going.
just would not
Keep
want
going.
this on red.
Nah, it snapped.
Like,
It must be the extra weight. And the rope kept snapping. And it's because I was trying to be smart and use these elastics to tie the rope to the car, as they will snap and not do as much damage to the car as this 500 kilo braking strength rope. So I just took them off. 10-3, whenever you're ready, take it slow.
Alright, going now.
Canto o meu verso pro universo escutar. Toco o meu samba para o povo se arrastar. Olho a natureza e a beleza natural. A alegria que hoje é.
Could you see how fast that was spinning? And that was spinning around 60 RPM, which was not quite enough G-force to shoot the baby out, but you can see the baby started to poke its head out into the world. And his plans do say 10 Gs, so we're going to do that, which is around 80 RPM. Yep. Yep, looking good. Keep going.
I think the baby just disappeared.
Stop. There is a baby in the net. The baby came out right around 10 Gs of force, and then the rope snapped. Seems like it worked, right? As now there's a little baby in the net. No, 10 Gs of force is fatal, especially to newborns. So the baby had to come out before it experienced 10 Gs of force, which it didn't.
Yeah.
And to make things worse, the 25G and 50G sticker on the baby had also broken, probably from the impact. This is the 50 Gs, as well as the 10G sticker on the mother's face. Also, the uterus shot out and exploded, so no one is having a fun time on this platform. So I don't know if George Blonsky just didn't know that 10 Gs of force is fatal to a baby, but that seems like a pretty big design flaw. And now that we know it's fatal, we're going to do it again, but much faster.
I also hit the wood, so like...
Looking good. And that was awesome. The baby shot out and then broke the net and was going like 200 kilometers an hour, and so did a mannequin leg. And it even tripped the 50G sticker on the counterweight, which is kind of terrifying, as if it comes off the platform, I'm gonna have a 15 kilo, 200 kilometer an hour projectile.
That poor baby! Oh, its head split open. I mean, there's no point having the G-Force stickers if the G-Force stickers are completely smashed. I feel bad for laughing at that.
And I'm very scared, but I'm gonna do it again, but this time as fast as we can pull it.
The how can you do it? The woman's no longer intact. She's not even there anymore.
Faster, holy shit, faster.
Bro, even he's scared. Oh my goodness.
Fucking hell.
Guess I'll post this on Patreon.
What was your top speed then?
I was 30 k's an hour.
Holy shit.
And I hated that. The platform was spinning at 8 times a second, which is 420 RPM, which gives an edge speed of 250 k's an hour. So that mannequin leg and mysterious thing that flew off would have easily killed me. And at this speed, the G-force was around 300 Gs. So that means a 70 kilo person would weigh around 20,000 kilos or 40,000 pounds. I want nothing to do with this, and I should probably stop, as it also cracked the concrete in the ground. So there you go. The baby will come out, but the forces required to get the baby out would also kill the baby and the mother. So George Blonsky was definitely smoking crack.
Okay, well that was the video. That's a scary video, and I don't know who that's a smart idea. It's a crazy idea. Oh, but what do you guys think about that? Let me know what you guys thought in your comments. Oh wait, you guys can even comment because I didn't post it. Yeah, but with that being said, hope you guys have a good one. I love you. I definitely gotta use the bathroom. I'm gonna post this on Patreon because I don't use Patreon all too much. I should also post it on Kofi. What else? I'll put it as an unlisted. I'll put it as an unlisted. That's what I could do. I would put my okay, and then Patreon. Okay, I have to create, post. Okay, no problem. I'll probably be around for a bit longer. I do have to do back therapy anyways. So, BRB, guys. Oh. Hey, Zach, how are you? Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good one, Zach. Okay. How is this gonna work? You know what? My mom's fucking.